I'm Jason UFC, and today we have a story about Mystic Triple C. Henry Cejudo takes credit for John Jones' win at UFC 285. John Jones had a flawless victory at UFC 285 against Ciryl Gane, and it is apparently all thanks to Henry Cejudo. After a near after a 3 years layoff, John Jones finally made his heavyweight debut against Ciryl Gane at UFC 285 for the vacant heavyweight title. Although Jones initially opened as an underdog and had fans questioning his ability to return after such a long layoff, the former light heavyweight king, John Jones, would shine and ended up submitting Ciryl Gane in the first 2 minutes of their fight in the first round. Henry Cejudo saw John Jones' future. Ahead of his return, John Jones trained for a few weeks with Henry Cejudo in addition to his normal training team with Greg Jackson. Fans were curious to see if Triple C would be able to help John Jones to another championship, much like he did for Wele and Davison Figueiredo. As it turns out, training with the former Olympic wrestler and double UFC champion has its benefits. Shortly after John Jones was able to earn a submission victory over Ciryl Gane, Henry Cejudo posted to Twitter to congratulate John Jones on his victory, while also patting himself on the back for showing footage of himself teaching the exact techniques John Jones used to defeat Ciryl Gane. Call me Mystic Triple C, because I predict these things at John Jones and new GOAT. Cejudo caption referencing, of course, Conor McGregor Mystic Mac tagline. So I can't show this video, or I'm gonna probably get my channel completely demonetized. But I'll put the link and you will be able to watch the video. But I can't show the video because YouTube new algorithm is not playing around. Few expected that training with Cejudo for the short amount of time that he did would have a massive impact on John Jones being able to win this fight. That said, it's hard to ignore the strategic planning the Olympic is capable of. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say this. I get it. I get some of the things Henry Cejudo does. It's like funny and trolling, but you cannot deny his ability to fight and to win a fight. Like, all this Triple C and all of that stuff that's just fun. And I think more MMA fighters should do stuff like that, have more fun and just do fun promotion. That's what Henry Cejudo does all the time. But you cannot doubt his ability to win a fight. Like, I don't think this should come at a surprise to anyone that Henry Cejudo will be a great coach if that's what he wanted to do. I know he's coming back, but I would not be surprised, as you've seen with Wele and Davison Figueiredo. Henry Cejudo definitely knows how to coach a fighter to a championship. So I'm not surprised about that in any way, shape, or form. I know there was a few stories before this fight where Henry Cejudo was saying that he does not see Ciryl Gane going past 3 rounds with John Jones. There is the footage here on Twitter, which you'll be able to go and watch on Twitter. Obviously, I just can't show it on my page because my channel will be hit with a copyright strike. But you could see the finish, kind of the finish move of the takedown heading into the guillotine of how Henry Cejudo set it up. It's kind of exactly how John Jones won the fight and ended up winning in the first round. John Jones, I don't think Ciryl Gane hit John Jones at all. It was a first round submission, right, for John Jones. He took Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane was on his back, and John Jones submitted Ciryl Gane up against the cage. He's a very, very powerful individual, John Jones is. And then John Jones, being the champion, right? A lot of contenders don't even do this, but John Jones looked directly into the camera and called out his next challenger. John Jones, the champion, said he wanted to fight Stipe Miocic. And that's a lot of contenders. One of the first question or one of the last questions they asked, "Hey, after this victory, what do you want to do?" A lot of contenders say, "Oh, I want to take a rest," or "Oh, I just want to fight anybody," or "Oh, whoever the UFC gives me next, I'll just fight them." Never really taking the opportunity to call your shot, call out the champion, call out someone ranked higher than you, call out anyone on the card, call out someone in the crowd, call out, up next week fight, call out, stand in, wait, so many fighters don't do this at all. So John Jones, even after winning the championship fight, looked dead into the camera and called out his next challenger, which will most likely be Stipe Miocic. I know a lot of people were happy to see. I know when I was watching the broadcast last night, it was super great to see John Jones and had Greg Jackson in his corner. We know the relationship between John Jones and Greg Jackson. It goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But, I don't know if that was talked about much before the fight. But when I saw Greg Jackson in the corner of John Jones, it was just a big relief. We'll see. Obviously this was John Jones' first fight at heavyweight. He won that fight in 3 minutes. Some people were saying he looked out of shape. Some people were saying John Jones looked fat. You would imagine for Stipe Miocic, John Jones will feel better at heavyweight and be more prepared for the heavyweight division. I believe John Jones came in weighing about 248, and I think Stipe said that Stipe currently weighed 253 last night. So you would imagine both fighters are going to be around that 250 range for their fight whenever that fight will be announced. Now, let me know if you could be Mystic for the next fight. Who do you have winning? If that's most likely the next fight, John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. I'm going to be team John Jones. Triple C, Henry Mystic, Mystic Triple C is going to most likely be John Jones, team John Jones also. So which team are you, Jones or Miocic? I'm Jason, UFC. Today we had a story about Mystic Triple C. Henry Cejudo takes credit for John Jones' win at UFC 285. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.